Hello, every one of YouTube and every pony. I am back yet again with another story to tell you guys. So let's try not to ramble too much, 'cause I don't like rambling. So let's get on with it. It's called Skeletoes, the Pony of Death. It's a scary fiction story. And I'm going to narrate it, considering that I done made it yesterday. Okay, let's just go. I'm tired of rambling anyway. On a dark, stormy equestrian night, not a single sound can be heard other than the roaring of thunder and the cracks of lightning, as three little foals frolic their way home after a long day helping others. And their names were Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and Sweetie Belle. I mean Scootaloo. Damn it, I repeated Sweetie Belle. But otherwise, I got it right. So let me just get on with it. But as the three proceeded into Ponyville, they realized that things were creepier than usual, as a creepy mist hung over the town, which was very unusual. Sweetie Belle thought to herself, what if something's wrong? Apple Bloom didn't give a horse apples whatsoever what was going on. She just wanted to get home. And Scootaloo didn't really care at all, other than the slightest edge of fear. 'Cause she was just like Rainbow Dash, almost. Which means Dashy taught her well. But as they got further into town, the mist got thicker, and then they could see some crimson red eyes glowing through the mist. Scootaloo wanted to check it out, but the others didn't want to. So Scootaloo went in on her own. But what got Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom worried about their friend and running straight towards the creature was the sound of Scootaloo's screaming. And then she vanished, just as quickly as they seen her, without a trace, or no explanation to what happened. So, Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom run to Twilight's house and beat the shit out of her front door. Yeah, they beat it until it just about fell off the hinges, because, yeah, Twilight was probably done asleep. But considering she likes to study late, probably not. She was probably in there wondering what the hey could be pounding my door this late. Spike answered the door and greeted Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom with a hello. And Twilight looked at them, cocking an eyebrow, and said, "What's wrong, girls?" As they quickly told her in a frantic, scared voice that Scootaloo vanished out of nowhere, and they do not know where she went. But try as they might, they could not figure out what happened, or what was making the red eyes in the mist. Twilight thought this over, red eyes in the mist. She didn't even know what it was, which really creeped her out as well. 'Cause if the smartest pony in Ponyville didn't know about it, then that means it's unknown, which makes it even scarier. So Twilight decided to tell them to take her to the spot where they saw it. They were scared too, but they agreed. As all three ponies, including Spike, damn it, I forgot. Spike's not a pony, so he can't list him as one. But as they're walking through Ponyville, the mist shows back up along with the red-eyed creature. And Twilight says, "It's okay, girls, I'll go check it out." But after they hear Twilight scream and not return for, I say, about 25 to 30 minutes, they started getting worried. Spike did too. So he went in after her, and he suffered the same fate. Now Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle started getting real frantic, running around screaming, thinking, what should we do? What happened to them? And other stuff like that. Yeah, I'd be scared out of my mind too if my friends started randomly disappearing like that. All because of a creepy red-eyed creature. I wouldn't know what to think. Just then, Apple Bloom takes control of the situation and tells Sweetie to snap back to reality, as we gotta figure out what the hay is going on here, as they proceeded to Applejack's. And when Apple Bloom told her big sister what was going on, Applejack sort of freaked out, because it's already gotten Spike and Twilight and Scootaloo, and they don't know what it is. So she grabbed a sharp tool out of her barn and proceeded to find a way there. And sure enough, the red-eyed creature was still there, just like Sweetie and Apple Bloom proclaimed. But when Applejack went into the mist, she tried to fight it. And Sweetie managed to catch a glimpse of the creature. But after they heard Applejack scream, she was gone without a trace. So Sweetie and Apple Bloom started to freak out again. Sweetie said she saw it. As Apple Bloom looks down at her and says, what was it? Sweetie just proclaims that it's some kind of skeleton-like pony creature with red eyes. And then I thought about going to tell Rarity, but she might freak out and say this is the most worst possible thing. But I'd rather go tell Rainbow Dash. She'd actually make more sense of the situation. As they tried to find a way to Cloudsdale, they decided to shoot themselves out of a cannon. So they did, and popped right out from under Rainbow Dash's floor, as Rainbow Dash screamed, "What the hey, girls?" And then Sweetie and Apple Bloom quickly explained what was going on. And Rainbow Dash sort of freaked out and got mad, as she decided to fly down to Ponyville quickly, with Sweetie and Apple Bloom screaming, "No! It'll get you too!" You think Rainbow Dash cared? Nope. Because she's Rainbow Dash, and the only thing she knows how to do is be awesome. But sure enough, the creature was still in the mist as Rainbow Dash flew straight into it. She managed to fight it off for the longest time and throw it in the air, as it came back down on her and killed her. It made her scream, and she was never heard from again. But after this, Sweetie and Apple Bloom were getting tired of it, so they managed to research the creature at the library. Sweetie said, "Here it is. It's Skeletoes, the pony of death, aka the Reaper pony." And then Apple Bloom thought to herself, what would the Reaper pony be doing here in Ponyville, killing out of random? And then she told Sweetie Belle that. And Sweetie said, "I don't know, maybe he's bored." And then they decided to go see Princess Celestia. So they took the train to Canterlot. And when they made it to the castle, the guards tried to stop them. But then they tried to explain a few things, and then they let them pass to see the princesses. But Celestia herself even said, "I'm not even stupid enough to face the Reaper pony." And Luna said about the same thing. Only she said, "You gotta be ignorant to try to fight that thing." It'll kill you in one hit. See, and then Sweetie and Apple Bloom just sort of look sad, realizing all the ones that got harmed by him are never coming back. Some still say the Reaper Pony still lurks around Ponyville to this day. Some still say it's an urban legend. But what I have to say is, go into a dark alley at 3 a.m. and find out. Because I saw that motherfucker. If only I wasn't stupid enough to go at him. No one should be stupid enough to. But a few months later, more deaths started appearing as the creature started moving further, carrying its mist with it, getting Lyra, and then Vinyl Scratch and Octavia, as all the ponies in a Ponyville proceeded to disappear out of nowhere, one by one. All the foals started getting scared because, yeah, their parents were disappearing, all the older ponies were disappearing, and the only ones were left in the end were the little ones. But then the creatures started killing them off as well, and then the little fillies and colts didn't know what to do. So they decided to get the hay out of Ponyville and move to Canterlot, which was probably their best option. And then, for the longest time afterwards, they thought Ponyville was cursed by some kind of evil wizard or witch, which they were probably right. I am still crazy enough to wander in there, though. But I'm not crazy enough to try to face that creature. And if I were you, I wouldn't be that crazy either. Because anyone that tries it must have a death wish. And that it was Skeletoes, the pony of death. And if you liked it, be sure to leave the likes, subscribe, and feel free to comment. This has been Phoenix Acrelay. Out!